aging, and you won't be surprised to see that my answer to this question refers to that. This is not my answer. And also, you're not supposed to be able to read this slide, don't worry. This is most people's answer. Most people would say that the main reason why aging has been so recalcitrant, so resistant to medical progress, is that it's so complicated. There's so many different things that go wrong at more or less the same time, and they interact with each other, they exacerbate each other, you've just basically got no chance. And to a certain extent that's true, but it's not the main problem. The main problem is illustrated on this table. Here is the table that you will get if you asked most people a different question. The question in this case is, in what types of way can people be sick? Okay? Now, what I've got here is a classification that I think most of you would probably get instinctively. You would say, well, there's infections, and then there's genetic diseases that a few of us are unlucky enough to inherit from our parents, and then there's the chronic, progressive diseases of old age. And then there's this other thing out in the stratosphere, this thing called aging itself, which is not a disease, not even a collection of diseases. It's this collection of rather nebulous, non-specific phenomena like sarcopenia, which is the loss of muscle as you get older, or immunosenescence, the declining function of the immune system. You know, I mean, that's a fine classification, you might think. But there's one immense problem with this classification. It's not the columns, it's the location of the black line. It ought to be here. It's absolutely essential to understand that column 3, the chronic diseases of old age, are part of aging, and that the distinction between column 3 and column 4 is purely 100% semantic. It is absolutely not a biological distinction. The difference is only that we choose to give the things in column 3 disease-like names and not the things in column 4. Now, you may be wondering by now why I have belaboured this point so heavily. I'm going to tell you. The reason why this is so important to get right and why it's so tragic that people get it wrong is that it causes money to be spent and effort to be expended in completely quixotic and hopeless ways. In particular, more or less everything that is done to challenge, to postpone, to alleviate the things in column 3 is done on the basis that the things in column 3 are not part of aging, but rather they are diseases, pretty much indistinguishable, in fact, from column 1. So people spend billions and billions of dollars trying to find cures for the things in column